Good morning. We work with a number of big retail brands, from Staples to CVS Pharmacy, and in fact was the first agency to work with CVS to redesign their store of the future, in which we prototyped 7 stores around the country with them. We also work with some of the world's leading beauty brands, from Estee Lauder to L'Oreal, Maybelline, Vichy, and several others. So the type of work that we do in the beauty world, it was no surprise that we chose to work with Sephora when PSFK came to us to talk about the future of retail. And specifically, we wanted to explore what was possible with Sephora at retail. So let's talk about Sephora for a moment. It's established in 1970. It's since emerged as a global beauty brand anchored by their primary store in Paris, a 14,000 square foot flagship store. In 1997, they were purchased by LVMH and have become part of that brand, and they are set to exceed the luxury brand business within the next 4 years. Their Beauty Insider loyalty program is a highly successful program that allows them to tap into the desires and the purchase history of their 60 million members of that program. And that cross-channel program not just drives traffic to their website, but it also drives foot traffic into their stores. They have an internal department called Kendo, which oversees all of their partnerships and private label development, which accounts for 15 to 20% of their overall sales. Sephora is a brand that very much embraces technology and digital content development. And this is just one of many tools that they have in store. This is one that's actually a digital makeover tool that allows you to sort of see, how you would look with particular colors or whatever. But they've been very aggressive in creating experiences in the store using technology and using content to actually drive interaction, engagement, all of that. With 1,900 locations worldwide, they are currently on plan to expand at a clip of 100 stores per year, and recently have pushed into markets in Mexico, Brazil, the Scandinavia, and actually I'm missing one, Southeast Asia. Okay, I should know that one, in Southeast Asia. But they're remarkably absent from certain markets like Germany, Japan, and Korea. Some of those markets actually present big problems for them, or operational differences. There are also cultural differences that make, especially in Japan and Brazil, that make their model really a challenge in some of those markets. So I'm going to now turn the stage over to Nancy, who's going to take you through our concepts for Sephora and may also be addressing some of those challenges.
While Sephora may be a digitally savvy retailer, it's interesting to note that their brick and mortar first philosophy continues to drive their sales growth. Like Sephora, we believe in a multi-pronged approach. And so this means combining, I think it's really important that brands combine and commit to both efficiencies and engagement at retail. So jumping off of PSFK's trends, we looked at concepts for both. So creating one-click efficiencies. Let's reward the decision to browse and shop, which a lot of retailers don't necessarily do these days. So this may be a familiar scene. I know it is for me. And unlike Apple or Trader Joe's, Sephora has yet to make the standing in the checkout line a press event. So 19% of US consumers are engaging in click and collect services. So this is a small number right now, but what's interesting is it's a growing trend. So we wanted to take a look at how we could implement this at Sephora. We are painfully aware that their Find in Store mobile app feature is a dead end. Unfortunately, you can find your product, but it dead ends there. There's no payoff. So we took it a step farther and created a Beauty 24/7 concept. This concept solves that for Sephora by closing the loop, right? So now you can actually find your favorite NARS lipstick and bronzer, and you can reserve it online. Then behind the scenes, a beauty advisor or beauty associate at Sephora will actually retrieve all of your products and put them in a bag and then send you a confirmation code letting you know that your order is ready for pickup. Next, you'll go to your local store and you will find an kind of automat style installation in the storefront window. And you scan your code or swipe your credit card and finish your purchase, right? So then a really cool, Daniel loves this part, a really cool motorized arm will retrieve your purchase and dispense it, and including any beauty advisors, beauty insider samples or promotional materials. And we can also imagine that you could actually walk up to this ATM style machine and purchase a mystery grab bag. So that could be another promotional type feature. So another concept, another trend that we wanted to look at is become a hub for community. And we felt really strongly about this one as well. It's not really a stretch to say that meaningful store experiences translate into deeper customer engagement, brand loyalty, and ultimately sales, as you can see by some of these figures. Illustrating this trend, more and more retailers, both large and small, are creating communal spaces within their footprint. It offers both a unique experience that's not duplicated online, and it also really makes the difference between being the store being a destination or being a chore. So we've created Sephora Beauty Lounge, and these are adaptable spaces that really promote community interaction and hopefully a little bit of breathing room in the store. This is our refresh scenario. So it's an oasis in a congested environment. And we can imagine the customer comes in and sits and recharges a bit, maybe sips a drink from the in-store juice bar, or chats with a beauty advisor about the latest products. Another scenario is our plug and play, in which we've created a communal style bar seating. And here you can plug your phone into chargers. You can also check out the iPads and Sephora TV for the latest how-to videos. On other occasions, it might be a space for master classes. It could also serve for private VIB parties, as well as educational events and product demos. So we hope you enjoyed a peek at our concepts, and we want to again thank Piers and PSFK for having us here today.
Thank you.